Arise, Nigeria's following to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The name of our heroes shall never be erased. To sacrifice our life for nation in freedom is our unity. Good morning, teachers. Good morning, the teachers of Deen-Way Academy. And good morning, students of this Deen-Way Academy. Today we are commemorating the World Environment Day. But I want to give you a background of the Return the Green Club. The Return the Green Club was inaugurated June 2021, and we started with 4 climate change agents. We call them our climate change ambassadors. Fortunately, one of them is in the university now, Chibuzo Osiegu. And we have Mariam Abdulkadri, who has taken this to another level. I'm so happy of what they're doing here at Deen-Way Academy. We also have Aderi Sola Adegboyi, who actually had this dream and decided to use this platform to find expression for her change, for her dream for the climate action. And we also have Adele Adegboyi. So I'm really, really glad that we're growing the Return the Green Club. Today we are commemorating the World Environment Day. And the significance of the World Environment Day is critical in raising environmental awareness and encouraging action at the individual, community, and global levels. It is a reminder of how critical it is to preserve and protect our environment for current and future generations. This year's World Environment Day is marked with the theme, Beat Plastic Pollution. Beat plastic pollution, to refocus our attention on solutions to plastic pollution. The day serves as a reminder that people's actions regarding plastic pollution are important. World Environment Day has grown to be the largest global environmental program, celebrated by millions of people around the world, led by the United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, held annually since 1973. The significance of the World Environment Day: the United Nations Assembly established World Environment Day in 1972 at the start of Stockholm Conference on the Human Environment. The conference signaled the start of international efforts to address pressing environmental issues. The first held in 1974 and has since grown to become a global event. Climate change, deforestation, pollution, biodiversity loss, and sustainable development are among the issues that the day encourages governments, organizations, and individuals to address. The day is an opportunity for people from all walks of life, including governments, business owners, non-governmental organizations, that is NGOs, and general public to take concrete steps to protect the environment. It encourages people to live more sustainably by reducing waste, conserving energy, implementing eco-friendly practices, and supporting environmental causes. It also serves as a global platform for policy debates, knowledge sharing, and implementation of environmental initiatives. Well, I'm glad we are here at Deen-Way Academy, and we already have 4 people, am I right? 4 or 5 of you that are members of the Return to Green Club. Mariam has done well to be able to get this club running, but I already told them we need more girls. Can we all clap for the boys? So I'm sure next time the girls will need us to clap for them. So we need to have more girls in this club. We need this club to be well established in your school. Thank you. The next thing on the agenda is to introduce the climate change ambassador here, Mariam Abdulkadir. And also some of the members of the Return the Green Club Deen-Way Academy. We have Abdulkadir Mariam, who is here. We also have Abdurrahman. We have Abdul Hamid Abdul Baki. We have Al-Matuz Aderito. And where is Shehu Ibrahim? Where is Shehu Ibrahim? Somebody should. Where is Shehu Ibrahim? He's not in here. I've called him. Okay, there's also Abdul Salam Aderito. Where's Abdul Salam Aderito? Okay, so these are the people that are active in the school now. And like we said earlier, I'm sure we will have more girls next time we come. Can you all have your seats? But right now we will have Mariam to do justice to the theme of the World Environment Day topic today, which is beat plastic pollution. Thank you.
Good morning. Well, I'm here to give a presentation on the causes, effects, and incredible solutions to plastic pollution. As the world's population continues to grow, so does the amount of garbage that people produce. On-the-go lifestyles require easily disposable products such as soda cans or bottles of water. Still, the accumulation of these products has led to increasing amount of plastic pollution around the world. As plastic is composed of major toxic pollutants, it has the potential to cause significant harm to the environment in the form of air, water, and land pollution. Simply put, plastic pollution occurs when plastic has gathered in an area and has begun to negatively impact the natural environment to create problems for plants, wildlife, and even the human population. Often, this includes killing plant life and posing dangers to local animals. Plastic is an incredibly useful material, but it's also made of toxic compounds known to cause illnesses. And since it is meant for durability, it is not biodegradable. Next time when you go shopping, don't forget to carry a paper cloth or bag. Also, try to avoid bringing plastic bags at home and purchasing items with too much packaging. This way, you can help in contributing to the environment in the form of reducing plastic pollution, whose ill effects are irreversible. Now I'm going to be going over the various causes of plastic pollution. 1. Plain old trash. Plastic is everywhere, even on those items you may not expect it to be. Milk cartons are lined with plastic, water bottles are handed out everywhere, and some products may even contain tiny plastic bits. Every time one of these items gets thrown away or washed down the sink, the toxic pollutants have more of a chance to enter the environment and do harm. Train dumps and landfills are unfortunate major problems as they allow pollutants to enter the ground and affect the wildlife and groundwater for years to come. 2. It is overused. As plastic is less expensive, it is one of the most widely available and overused items in the world today. Rapid urbanization and population growth increase the demand of cheap plastics. Since it is an affordable and durable material, it is utilized in every other way possible, from packaging materials to plastic bottles and containers, straws to plastic carry bags. And also, because they're so cheap, we have a disposable mentality. We don't value them to hang on to individual items. When disposed of, it does not decompose easily and pollutes the land or air nearby when burned into the open air. 3. Plastic takes over 400 years and even more to decompose. The chemical bonds that make up plastics are strong and made to last. I take that again. The decomposition rate of plastic typically ranges from 500 to 600 years, depending on the type. According to the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, in the US, every piece of plastic that ever made and sent to landfills or dumped in the environment still exists. 4. Disposing of plastic and garbage. The disposal of plastic is often mismanaged. It ends up in landfills. This may sound a bit confusing, but because plastic is meant to last, it is nearly impossible to break down. Burning plastic is incredibly toxic and can lead to harmful atmospheric conditions and deadly illnesses. Therefore, if it is in a landfill, it will never stop releasing toxins in that area. It's many times nature caused. Many times, waste is transported by the wind. Plastic, which is very light, even gets blown away in gentle wind and carried away by the rains into sewers, streams, rivers, and finally in the oceans. Besides, natural disasters such as floods should also be considered as other causes of plastic pollution. Now we get to the serious effects of plastic pollution. It seems rather obvious that this amount of material that isn't meant to break down can wreak havoc on natural environments, leading to long-term issues for plants, animals, and people. Some of the major long-term effects of plastic pollution are: 1. Negative effects on human health. We eat plastic-contaminated seafood. Scientists have found microplastics in 114 marine species, and around one-third of this end up on our plates. We consume plastic via packaging. BPA is present in many plastic objects that come in direct contact with food, is metabolized in the liver to form bisphenol A, and it remains in our body through our urine. We drink microplastics via bottled water. The WHO, World Health Organization, published shocking research in 2018, which reveals that only 17 were free of plastic out of 259. We absorb plastic through our clothes, 70% of which are synthetic and worst fabric for the skin. We even breathe plastic, and when due to poor waste management, we burn the trash into the open air. See? 2. It upsets the food chain. Because it comes in sizes large and small, polluting plastics even affect the world's tiniest organisms, such as plankton. When these organisms become poisoned due to plastic ingestion, this causes problems for the larger animals that depend on them for food. This can cause a whole slew of problems, each step further along the food chain. Plus, it means that plastic is present in the fish that many people eat every day. 3. Groundwater pollution. When conservation is already a concern in places ranging from California to parts of India, when the world's water is in great danger because of leaking plastics and waste. If you've ever seen a garbage dump, imagine what happens every time it rains. Then imagine that being present in your drinking water. Groundwater and reservoirs are susceptible to leaking environmental toxins. Most of the litter and pollution affecting the world's oceans also derive from plastic. This has had terrible consequences on many marine species, which can lead to consequences for those that eat fish and marine life for nutrients, including people. 4. Land pollution. When plastic is dumped in landfills, it interacts with water and forms hazardous chemicals. When these chemicals seep underground, they degrade the water quality. The wind carries and deposits plastics from one place to another, increasing the land litter. It can also get stuck on poles, traffic lights, trees, fences, towers, etc., and animals that may come in the vicinity and might suffocate them to death. 5. Air pollution. Burning of plastic in the open air leads to the environmental pollution due to the release of poisonous chemicals. The polluted air, when inhaled by humans and animals, affects their health and can cause respiratory problems. 6. It kills animals. Despite countless TV ads over the years showing ducks or dolphins trapped in 6-ring plastic can holders, these items are still used and discarded each day. Whether because of mass of plastic has displaced animals or the related toxins have poisoned them, plastic pollution does a lot of damage in the world's ecosystem. 7. It is poisonous. Man artificially makes plastic by using a number of toxic chemicals. Therefore, the use of and exposure to plastic has been linked to a number of health concerns affecting people around the world. The processes of making, storing, disposing of, and just being around plastic can be extremely harmful to living things. 8. Cleaning plastic is expensive. It costs millions of dollars each year to clean affected areas after exposure, not to mention the loss of lives to plants, animals, and people. As land becomes more valuable, just finding a place to put garbage is becoming a problem in many parts of the world. Now, there are some effective solutions to plastic pollution. The reality is that the only way this problem can be addressed is by you and me, other individuals and companies around the world, agreeing to implement practices that reduce waste on every level. The top tips for reducing plastic waste are: 1. Shop friendly. Plastic bags were once a modern convenience but can be easily, efficiently replaced by reusable bags, many of which fold up compatibly to be portable. Just think how many bags you typically carry out of a grocery store and multiply that by the number of times you visit the grocery shop. That's a lot of plastic. Carry a bag and always reuse plastic bags as much as possible if you have them. 2. Get rid of bottled water. People are meant to drink lots of water each day, and plastic water bottles have become a great way to stay hydrated throughout the day. However, most of these are only recommended for single use, and that means that every time someone finishes a bottle, it goes to the trash. As these plastics bottles are typically made from polythene terephthalate PETs, it takes over 400 years to decompose naturally. Many companies now sell reusable water bottles as a substitute, reducing plastic waste and exposure to leaking bottles. The best thing you can do is carry a reusable metal bottle in your bag. 3. Recycle everything. Try and select items that come in non-toxic, recycled, and recyclable packaging. To do your best to handle items that cannot be reused properly, check everything before you put it in the trash, as more and more items are able to be recycled these days. Remember that because plastic doesn't break down easily, if ever, recycling plastic means that it is still plastic, just because used for a different purpose. Therefore, you're not actually reducing plastic amounts or exposure, even in the recycling process. 4. Try without disposable plastics. We use around 90% of the plastic items only once in our daily lives and then chucked, such as grocery bags, plastic wrap, disposable cutlery, straws, and coffee cup lids. It only takes a few times of bringing your own reusable bag to the store, silverware to the office, or carry a travel mug and a metal reusable drinking bottle to make it a habit. 5. Make better choices at home. You can make a lot of difference by making green choices at home, and you must move away from the throwaway culture. Choose products with less plastic packaging. Avoid cosmetics and personal hygiene products having microbeads, the little dots in your toothpaste and facial scrubs, which are actually types of microplastic. 6. Educate businesses. Speak to local restaurants and businesses about options that they can switch to from packaging, storing, and bagging items. Many companies are starting to come are starting to come up with excellent low-cost replacements, such as bamboo utensils in place of plastic ones. 7, get involved. Speak to lawmakers and get involved with community heads, government on any level, and you will see how many special interest groups have made it so that we are dependent on plastic without needing to be. Encourage the development of items and propose alternative when applicable. Thank you. I hope you learned something today.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Adrinto Al-Mahfouz. I'm here to talk about how they made all these projects. Me and my team, we brainstormed and brought the idea of making this project by recycling all the bottles used by the students in the school. So we make the project by joining all the bottles used by the students to make all these beautiful projects. So we did it together. Thank you very much. So this So this is a house made by my team.
Explain it to your students.
So this is a house made by my team in the school. This house was made with recycled bottles of Coca-Colas and some cardboards. And this is a center table for a living room in an house. And this is a stool used for sitting down. Thank you.
Students, I hope this project of ours has encouraged you all to, by yourself, recycle all your bottles. You don't have to throw them away into the trash and then degrade the climate and or put toxic chemicals, because according to my presentation, you eat most of these bottles that you throw away. So you have to try your best to recycle them the best you can. I hope this has actually encouraged you all and boost your excitement to create more projects like this. Thank you.
In every presentation, we are all students, and there should be an interactive session. And the interactive session for today is question and answer. But I would like to throw the question to all the students first. Do we have anyone here that have 1 or 2 questions to ask? Before I ask, if you have any question, 1 or 2, please come forward. Yes, we are seeing somebody. Another person? From the boys? Another person? All right, go ahead, please.
My question is, are there organizations that help in the recycling of plastic bottles in Nigeria? Are there organizations that help in the recycling of plastic bottles in Nigeria?
Yes, there are companies even here in Ilorin that help with recycling bottles, and that's why we encourage people, don't just throw your bottles anywhere. One of the ways to offer solutions to this is to, don't throw bottles along with other trash. One of the solutions. Let us have a separate container that these bottles go into, then they can easily be taken to recycling companies. Is that fine?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Good morning. My question is that how does the plastic affect us internally? Yes, ma'am.
Well, how does it affect us internally? Because it generates some chemicals. That's what we don't understand. It generates chemicals. Even the fish we eat, all those things, you throw them inside water. This fish pick all these particles and eat. From what? Answer the question. You know, if you don't bother me.
So the plastics, they stay in the river and they don't fit in our air.
Some of the organs in our body. Because you know all these particles, no matter what, they are, they get into our waterways and somehow they get infiltrated into some of the things that we eat. And so that it affects our health. Is that right?
My question is, the Return the Green Club, like, does it also organize social activities, like not in schools alone? So, okay, so maybe I could just tell my friend about the club so they can come and they can like.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We started with the Mariam like that. We only brought it to the school. So you can actually introduce your friends.
Yes, my own question is that apart from serving humanity, can they become rich? Can they get money from climate change?
Okay. We've been asked, can you get rich by being a climate change agent? Of course you can. The whole world is going in that direction now. So it would be very nice for you to show interest in the climate change space. Renewable energy, all these solar systems that we are having, those are the business aspects. Those are the business aspects of climate change, of the environment. So you can actually get rich being a climate change agent. You delve more deeply into it. You can read a course that is in line with that. Renewable energy, so many solutions that we need to prefer. So you can actually, aside from being advocating for healthier environment, you can also become rich through it. Is that fine?
And the US alone, they have more than $100 billion US budget for climate change all over the world. If you can be an ambassador, you can drive it, you can take it personal, even in your own locality. They will show interest in you, pick you up to be the ambassador, and they will pay you for that. If you are doing it very well, apart from serving humanity. So let us take it personal, the issue of climate change. Because that's the only thing that can save our world. I can see that each time we have, what's it called? Rain, and you see the flood, it's caused by climate change. When we have too much of water, no drainage, all these things can cause disruption in our society. And anybody taking it as a matter of personal responsibility to save the world, of course, anybody trying to save the world will become rich. And that's the essence of, I will be happy. So try to become rich by serving what? Humanity. Thank you.
Can inhaling of too much smoke kill?
Nila.
No, like
Inhaling too much smoke, can it kill? Of course it can. If you take it, if it comes into your system excessively, it's a pollution that your body is not supposed to take in. So if you begin to inhale it, like people smoking, it's pollutant. Do you understand? And if you expose yourself to where there's too much smoke, Even cigarettes, it's hazardous to your health. And when your health is challenged, what happens? It can actually lead to death. Is that right?
This event is only a single step. We anticipate to have more events like this subsequently, God's willing. I would like to take this time to thank the founder of Bondis Care, Mrs. Fumilayo Oshegu Difila, for her immense contribution and support towards the success of the event. And I would also like to thank my dad, Nat, the owner of NAS TV Africa, for being with us and covering the whole event. And I also want to say a big thank you to all students and teachers for your cooperation. Once again, thank you all for coming. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Ammonia imbalance in male and female. Plastic causes many fire hazards. It causes flood. Disadvantages of plastic bags are well known. This is the reason why use of plastic bags have been restricted in most of the countries in the world, like Tanzania, Kenya, Mali, Cameroon, Uganda, Ethiopia, Malawi, Morocco, Botswana, Rwanda, and so on. Solutions to plastic pollution include the following. 1. Get used to not using disposable plastic. 2. Creation of awareness. 3. Reuse plastic waste. 4. Recycle plastic. 5. Reduce the use of plastic. The government also needs to make laws that enforce the reduction of plastic production and recycling of plastic. Individuals, communities, schools, business merchants should encourage the reuse of plastic and discourage single-use plastic. As I conclude by saying, plastic pollution is going beyond human control. Urgent action is needed to contain and replace them with environment-friendly materials. Join millions around the world to beat plastic pollution. It will be fantastic if we stop using plastic and ease the world's pain with a healthy food chain. Turtles will no longer come in the supermarket, but see